Where? Yeah. Mic check. What's good, guys? Your boy Hugo the Savage back again for another Savage Talk live. I hope everyone's well. Big up the Demon team. I hope everyone's good, taking care of themselves, having a great day, having a great time, telling your loved ones that you love them. Yeah, it's a good time to be alive, man. I hope everyone's good, man. Impromptu, then I know. Where the show come from out of nowhere and that. Relax. We're here to talk wrestling, nothing else but wrestling. Let's chill. Let's relax. Let's just have a bit of fun. Let's talk wrestling. Demon team, stand up. Let me know what you want to talk about. Got some other things to talk about in the wrestling world as well. I hear you, Morris. Big up Anna. You know what I mean? Big up people in the chat. Mods, members, everything. Big up Simon. Big up Alexander. Listen, man. Yeah, man. I see. I get it, man. Man ain't expecting man to be alive and that, bro. But changing up a few things, like that. Changing up a few things. I had to do a lot of you would call soul searching, but it's just thinking when it comes to the channel. And that's the reason why I've gone live. Not because of that I want to talk about it, although we'll talk about that. Obviously, we've seen the last couple previews or live streams and stuff like that. There's been way less anyway. We used to do every Thursday. Now you're lucky to get one a month, but obviously you still get your previews and your and the watch-alongs as well. There's a reason for it. You know what I mean? Obviously, sometimes I can't lie that the wrestling world's a bit shit sometimes, and really, if the product ain't on at that time, there's not much to talk about. But obviously, there is news and stuff like that, and I suppose I could get to the wrestling news. Probably leave the rumors out a bit because I'm not really into them like that. But say I'm not into rumors. I'm not into stuff when I'm not this guy's returning and stuff like that. I don't mind someone signed with the company and all that stuff like that. But when it comes to people returning, I like to enjoy my wrestling. And there's not much to enjoy compared to what it was like flipping 15 years ago. So, say 15 years ago, 20 years ago. So, for that, I need to keep a little bit back. I need to hold a little bit back so I can enjoy something now. Obviously, I'm not against everyone else having their views and enjoying the rumors and stuff like that. I think a lot of people have just got so into it. They're so used to it now, it doesn't bother them, but it bothers me. And anyone who knows when I talk about movies and stuff like that, I'm exactly the same. I don't want to know about anything that's going to happen in the movie, what can possibly happen. I don't even like people telling me what parts of a movie they've enjoyed until I've watched it, because I'll just start reading certain things. The channel, I mean, obviously, good to be back doing a live stream. Monday is a weird day, I know, but not a weird day in general, but weird day for me because I don't normally do it on Mondays. But I think I might go to Mondays and still have Thursdays as well. Now, previously we used to do Savage Talk every Thursday around 5:30, 6 o'clock. Now, with the football season back as well, that's going to be a little bit more structured over on that channel. So, I started today myself, get myself into a bit more of a schedule. Man, no, I got OCD in it pretty bad. Got to take tablets for it and stuff like that. Because I need stuff to be in my control and I need stuff to be at a certain way. And anyone who does content creating, actually anyone who's just creative in general, when you're trying to do creative stuff and it doesn't feel perfect to you, I struggle. So I'm just being honest on it. This ain't no sympathy business. I struggle. If something isn't the way I want it, I would rather just not put it out at all or not do it than put it out and have imperfection. The funny thing is not to the day since I've had this channel, no one's ever said the content's bad. No one's ever said the thumbnails are bad. No one's ever said the editing's bad or anything like that. But I can't, in my head, I can't deal with it. I'm all in. I'm all in or nothing. So when I made Hugo Online in the first place, it was just to throw stuff on that channel so I didn't have to care about it. So it wasn't like I weren't going to care about the content. It was like, okay, a little bit less stress, more simple thumbnails, just do the video and get off. And as you can see on Hugo Online, if you go look at the thumbnails as well, I still can't do that. But I'm trying to get used to it. And that's why I always ask you guys to let me know what would be easier for you or what would be better. Of course, I have to enjoy it myself. I can't just do if you like enjoying and I don't, then it don't really work, does it? Because then I'm going to be faking stuff on. I don't do the fake things. So Mondays and Thursdays, it's looking like probably going to pencil it in today after this, and then going forward, it will be Thursdays and Mondays, unless if a story drops throughout the week and it's something major in wrestling. I'll do like a random impromptu. I'm talking about. I see as soon as I see the story, I might just go live, or I'll record a video and throw it out. That doesn't count when it comes to the Monday and Thursday. So that means you could end up with having 2 on one day or something like that. Obviously, if it's a weekend prior to like a got Bash at Berlin or something like that, then it won't. It will be a Savage Talk with the prediction show on it as well. And then obviously, unless I'm doing something, I'm pretty much always there for the watch alongs unless I'm at the pay-per-view, and I haven't been at a pay-per-view since I've been on the channel. And there's going to be the odd day, life happens and where I won't be there. And what I'll do is I'll put it in the community tab. I want to get back to focusing on the wrestling channel a little bit more because I got 3 channels, and then I got 2 more where it has nothing to do with anything. It's just faceless for a business, and then I have my business outside as well, so it gets pretty busy. But I have to do better to schedule it. And I think if I penciling in like an hour or hour and a half on a Monday and a Thursday is not too bad. And it'll be around this time as well. So that'll be a little bit easier as well. And obviously, we do reactions on the channel. I've gone through this over the last year about 5 times. Every time I've come on, I'm like, okay, gonna have to do the reactions like this. Might not be able to do it like this. I'm gonna be honest, man. I think it might have to stop completely. So if you subscribe to this channel just for the reactions, and you want to unsubscribe, safe on it, that's cool. But it's killing the channel, boy. You guys can't see from the outside, yeah, but it's if you notice that where the subscribers are, it doesn't move on it. Like it stays the same. It's been on like 14,700 for ages. On the back end, it tells me how many people subscribe every month, and it doesn't add it to the total. Then when I put videos out, they get yellow marks now or blocked. And normally it says blocked in certain regions, but when I check the regions, it's the big regions in it, the USA, India, which has got the biggest wrestling fan base anyway. Or it'll block it to a certain amount of my subscribers. So that's why sometimes you like jump on. I didn't know you was streaming, or I didn't get to see your video. That's what happens there as well. Big up Quasi, big up Casket as well. And yeah, I've been toying with it. I was speaking to Ends yesterday. We were talking about our channels and stuff like that. And I'm kind of at the point now, like, if I don't take it fully serious, then I'll just sack the channel off because it's pointless, man. Like, you put work into something and then you don't see the fruits of your labor. I'm telling you, I've said this many times already. It ain't the views when it comes to like, oh, I need adulation from the views. I just look at the views as analytics on it to see what I'm doing, how. And then how do I know what's getting out there? Which is the biggest issue. So I pretty much could tell that something's gone wrong because 1, the subscribers, 2, when I put certain videos up now, so I think I've done SmackDown videos the last 2 weeks in a row, and one of them SmackDown videos was after Roman returned, the week after. Roman returning is probably the biggest thing to happen in wrestling since WrestleMania altogether, and it's massive. So, not that I care about, it needs thousands of views and stuff like that, but I know roughly this video is going to do well because more people are going to be looking for they're going to be looking for them kind of things in it. So it doesn't really make sense that I put Roman Reigns video out. Thumbnail's fine, good thumbnail because I've got a checker. It tells you like how good your thumbnail does. Mine's always at the top. But then I'll tell you as well. For the last, let me show you. I'll tell you. The last, I got SmackDown. Okay, from SummerSlam. And obviously we did the live pay-per-view. So we did the watch along. But then obviously I told you guys, didn't I, when I finished the watch along, I said I'm gonna cut the thingy up. I'm gonna chop what I always do, chop the reactions up from the thumbnail. From the live stream, put them up after. I didn't go to bed, so it's like straight after while the press conference is on. the video's gone up. It's the best time for it to go there. Now, just hear me out in it, and you know what I mean. Anyone who's clicking in, safe. If you don't understand, just wait for a bit. We'll get to the wrestling. All right. So from SummerSlam, the 400. Where are we? Where are we? Okay, from SummerSlam, Dirty Dom and Liv, the kiss, the heel turn, reaction, 363 views. Roman Reigns returns, 404 views. Gunther wins the world title, 270 views. Nia Jax wins the world title, 57 views. Drew McIntyre Drew McIntyre wins against Punk, 198 views. Roman Reigns lays waste to the Bloodline on SmackDown, 364 views. And then the Bloodline assault Roman Reigns, which was like 2 days ago, 218 views. You see there's a problem in it. You see there's a problem. So the only way I can gather that I need to bring it back is lay off the reaction videos with the ones that are getting copyrighted. Because I know more stuff you get copyrighted from, the bigger problem you have with your channel, because they stop pushing it. So if you get a yellow mark, they don't push it because they don't put ads on it. If you can't put ads on it, they don't bother put it in the algorithm. This isn't that pretending YouTube video thing what all the channels do when their videos just shit. So they pretend that there's something wrong with their channel. My videos ain't shit. My videos ain't shit. There's no time that we've been on a stream and anyone in the chat's ever moaned about the videos. Even when I speak to people in the comment section and that. But obviously I know some people, their videos are shit. So they're like, oh yeah, I've been shadow banned because my videos are shit. No, your videos are just shit. So I don't know what's going on there. And obviously I take the same videos and put them on TikTok, innit? And I get bare people in the comment section over there. Obviously the views are higher on TikTok anyway, but they're way higher. Can't really have that. And I don't want to mess the channel up and lose it or get striked or anything like that because it'd be pointless. So far, the ways I've been doing the reaction videos the last couple of times, if anyone's watched it, you know, it's got like the overlay over while I'm talking. So it's like kind of see-through. So you can kind of see a bit of SmackDown, but you can't hear the volume and it's low. Them ones they're all green marked at the moment. So they're fine. But anything to do with the video, that's done. If you want to see that full reaction, I'm either going to pull it, I'm going to check as well. I'm going to give it to just the members, or you can just go over to TikTok and see it. And that's it. And for anyone who can't be bothered to go to TikTok, that's your problem, because literally all you have to do is put TikTok.com in, Savage Talks Wrestling, you can see it's not like a big deal. I'm not asking everyone to run a marathon and jump through barbed wire and step on glass and roll. I'm not asking for any of that. So do that or don't see the reaction. On this channel now, regular watch-alongs, done. Preview and prediction show, done. We're going to do that. Any news stories and stuff, we're going to do that. Any time with fantasy bookings, I might just do that. It might not be a live stream, but I'm going to throw it up as well. And then any funny stuff around wrestling, we'll do that as well. Apart from that, that's how it's going to stay. And then we can talk about different things. You know, we can do ranking shows and all that stuff as well. And what I'll do is I'll just put a community post up on Sundays for the Monday coming up. And then whoever responds to that, and we'll see. And then we'll do that. Probably start the Discord again. I ain't done that for like 3 years and that, but I'll probably throw a Discord up again. I'll see about that though. But yeah, that's it. So I'm not speaking about it again. That's done now. Anyone who wants to know what's going on with the channel, you can check the beginning of this video, 15 minutes in. Aside from that, hey man, let's talk wrestling. You know them way there. Big up to everyone in the chat. Love for the love. I see a lot of people's comments. Big up Morris, so keep the channel. Yeah, big up Morris. Yeah, man, promote if you can, bro. But like I said, you know what? I'm not going to beg anyone to like go and share my stuff and blah, blah, blah. But if you're in wrestling spaces already, then you might as well share it and see what the crack is and that as well. You know them way there. Nah, big up Morris. I hear it still. What do you want to? I was about to say the old Cody Rhodes speech, man, but what do you want to talk about? So we start with the Wyatt'S. The Wyatt 6. Let's talk about these lot, man. This is an interesting topic for me, the Wyatt'S, because I wouldn't say I've been overly critical since the debut, but I have criticized a few things. I don't think anything was unjust, you know, like I get it. People enjoy the decoding of certain things and the little, they throw up these little sneaky things that you need to figure out. I hear it, man. That's not for every wrestling fan, in it, but they're doing that for a core audience. I think there's a balance that they need to do when it comes to that kind of stuff, because for the casual viewer, they just ain't got a clue what's going on. To them, it's just people dressed as puppets. You know what I'm saying? I am aware that what I would like isn't what wrestlers should do. So I'm not some selfish, entitled person and that. Like I just like what I like. What I like, a lot of people agree with me, but also sometimes they don't as well. And then sometimes we'll go back and forth and we'll make people see different ways round and the reason why we've come up with certain things. And I do like that we do that in this community as well. But for me, the Wyatt's strong debut, very strong debut. But since that day, and I'm not being unkind here, it's kind of been underwhelming. And that doesn't mean that when you're watching the segment, you can't enjoy yourself. It doesn't mean that when the segment's on, you're not having fun within while you're watching it. But on the bigger scale, when you're looking at the stories behind it, it feels like it's fell flat already. Not flat on its face. It's not done, but it feels like it's fell flat already. I think the biggest problem I had, which I said at the beginning, is how are they going to translate what happened backstage into the ring? How are they going to explain the reason why these strays have been picked up to be part of the Wyatt Six? Because apart from Rowan, none of them have anything to do with Bray Wyatt at all. Apart, obviously, Bo is his brother, but they don't. So I was like, okay, they kind of explain that with the videotapes, and there you are. And I like that stuff. I think Bo's been great. The videotapes were good. I do think they overdone it a little bit, and I feel like they could have played every videotape on one episode of Raw. It's 3 hours long. I feel like, how many members of the Wyatts are there? 4, 5. Rowan, Loomis, Gacy, Nikki Cross, Bo. 5. I feel like they could have played all of it. Maybe do the Bo one on its own, and then the next Raw, start of Raw, play one after the first hour, mid Raw, and then to finish Raw, you could have played another videotape. Raw's getting into this state of dragging things out now, so obviously I'm not blaming Bo Dallas and the Wyatts at whole. They've got some part to play in it, but I feel like they haven't. It feels like everything's been done week to week at the moment. It doesn't feel like this has got a long-term plan to it. And I say that because they got to, removing the masks early, coming down to the ring and had a match and all that stuff. The match was decent, but then it just made them another part of the roster. And as we see on the WWE roster at the moment, tag teams are flailing. Like, nobody cares about the tag teams. Everyone used to say to me that it's because Vince McMahon doesn't like tag teams. What's the excuse now? The tag team titles are on one side on the Bloodline, which they just took it off DIY. I think DIY had the title for like 27 days or something like that. Maybe defended it once. They felt like they were going to go on the right trajectory to boost the tag team titles, but they lost them. The other tag team titles, R-Truth and The Miz lost it so quick. Anyway, I think leading into the Chad Gable thing, that was fine, but then doing the Chad Gable and American Made versus the Wyatts. I mean, we had 1 week where Bo got beat. He just got beat up by the brothers, the Creed brothers, and I was like, "Yo, you went from a week before, damn near looking like I know Chad Gable wasn't dead, but it was like a horror scene. In it. That was a strong start. You can't go from that to getting beat up in the ring next week. You can't go from that to this is the equivalent to Undertaker's debut. Look at that. Getting punched in the face, not moving, and then the next week, Undertaker's getting beat up. Undertaker for ages after he debuted was in matches and people trying to punch him in the face and stuff, and he just wasn't even moving. Crazy. They're already on the back foot, the Wyatts, because it's 2024 and people ain't really fucking with the supernatural stuff in wrestling anymore. People like it. We try to suspend the disbelief and stuff like that, and I do. I trust me, I'm into it. But then what did they do? They went to, where did they go? Whataburger or wherever it was, and took a photograph with some fans with their face paint off and their masks off. I mean, I can't lie. I can't unsee that photograph. I can't unsee, and it ain't like it was some sneaky, somebody took a picture of them through their changing room and it got leaked. Then you'd be like, oh, it's fair enough. No, you decided to go to a burger place after Raw finished. After the Raw debut, in fact. You decided to go to that place and just chill and take photographs with your paint off. Why couldn't you go through the drive-thru? I just feel like, are they taking their craft as serious as they used to? I know everyone's got a normal life and stuff like that, but is it that hard to stay off Instagram? Is it that hard to not take a photo in this place? You could have said to the kid, yo, listen, I know you know who we are and that, so give me your, I don't know, someone who worked there. Give me your t-shirt, we'll sign it all over, and that will give you this. If you got a belt, we'll sign the belt, but we're not taking no photographs because it's going to ruin the characters and that. They didn't care about that. And from that day on, it's been flat. Let's see what you guys are going to say about this. What are you saying, Morris? I think the only supernatural thing that would come close to believable is Kane if he was still active. Yeah, I agree. Although I did see a video of Kane yesterday. Glenn Jacobs at his mayor event, and he chokeslammed someone for a table, but he didn't. It was so cheesy because he didn't have the mask on, and the guy was like, "Oh, you need to hurry up off stage. We got something to do." And then he was like, "Do you know who I am?" Then the music went off, and he took about 10 minutes to put his mask on. I was like, "Bro, if you was in my country or in my city and you was the mayor, and I seen you try chokeslam man with the mask on, I'm not voting for you, bro. I can't take a Donny seriously. You get me?" So, kind of crazy, but Alexander said Undertaker said he wants one more match. I think Bo should have a rivalry with him and get some respect we had from Yeah, I saw that. Spoke about it with Logan Paul as well, and the thing is, Undertaker left the dead man stuff behind. I mean, although we saw him in Saudi Arabia with Ronaldo, but he said he left it behind, didn't he? Because the last time we saw Undertaker wrestle in the WWE was the Boneyard match, and there was some weird stuff behind it, but he was the American Undertaker. Not that I'm totally against what you're saying, but for me, I feel like the reason why they've done the Boneyard match because Taker can't run like that anymore and he can't do it. And also, I can't help but think that this whole, and you could bear in mind the Wyatts could save this, innit? They could save this very easy, and it's just one person's opinion. Because when they're in the stadium or in the ring or whatever, the fans are going crazy. But I think they could save this if they went closer to the Wyatt family route instead of the Firefly Funhouse. Because we long speculated about what the Funhouse was and all these different things while Bray was alive. We used to do that on the channel all the time. Every week we'd react to a Firefly Funhouse where everyone would come up with their theories. And Bray never really told us because he didn't need to tell us, because he was on the show at the time. Obviously, since Bray's passing, you watch the Bray Wyatt documentary, and you hear Bruce Pritchard talking in a documentary, and it is what we thought it was. Well, a lot of people thought it was, that it's supposed to be in the mind of Bray. And I was like, Bruce, I don't know if you've messed up there, because no wonder Bray didn't want you lot to mess with it. How could this be in the mind of Bray? And I'm not going to say, oh, how could it be in the mind of Bray and we could see it, because that's part of wrestling, isn't it? But that's not the problem. We watched Seth Rollins just walk in there and burn the thing down, bro. And we watched him feud with The Miz. And The Miz said, you're just some weirdo backstage in a room with puppets. So that told us that, there's just a room backstage where they're doing a funhouse. So it didn't... I'm going to say something in it. Don't take this the wrong way. Anyone who's a massive fan of the Funhouse. Not the Funhouse, but massive fan of the Wyatt Six. At the moment, I'm not a massive fan of the Wyatt Six. I just like Bo in it. If this kind of thing couldn't get over to the highest level while Bray was alive, how... Not saying it can't, but how am I supposed to feed in and believe that he can get over with Bray not being here without the mind of Bray? This is all his work. I know everyone wants to run and jump to the bandwagon and say that, oh yeah, but Bo's got a great mind. We've always known that. No, we haven't. Stop lying. You just like him. Stop lying. Everyone's saying that Bo's had this great mind the whole time. Listen, B team. You remember that? B team, go, go, go. You remember the Mr. Rush? You remember the Social Outcasts? The only good thing we've ever seen from Bo in the WWE, apart from this, was on NXT. Bo leave. That was great. That was basically what my man's doing now, bruv. Joe Henry. Well, everyone's going to pretend that they've always rated. No, you haven't. Stop lying. I've been doing this channel long enough. We can go back and look for everyone's watch-alongs and see who cared about the B team and all that business. I remember when they had that match. Was it Mr. Raj and the flipping? It was like the Mr. Raj and Kane, I think it was. Something like that. And then it was versus Braun, remember? And they put Braun in the rubbish truck. And then that was on a pay-per-view. They put him in the rubbish truck on a pay-per-view. And then on Monday Night Raw, he came out the rubbish truck. And I'm like, bruv, so what? Man's has been in the rubbish truck the whole weekend. But I'm telling you, man, it's very hard to believe that this is going to do great. And I feel like Triple H has basically said, I want to honor you, brother, and I want to honor you and your family, and I want to give it a chance. But I think in Triple H's head, he's probably thinking, I'm going to give it a chance. If he gets over and does great, it's going to sell great for the company. It's going to do great for merch. But when it falls flat on its face, if it does, at least I can say, like, yo, I tried and I did try. Because Triple H was there when Bray got released on it. And Triple H was there when Bray returned. And Triple H was in the documentary and talking about, you know, how it was so hard to work with Bray because he had these ideas. And if it wasn't the right way, he didn't want anyone's input. The reason why Bray didn't want anyone's input is because he had a clear vision of what to do. Now, I don't know if anyone's seen the article. I've seen it probably about 3 months ago with, what's his name and that you guys know, Bray's tattoo artist. And I saw him talking about that. I don't want to, like, I'm not making stuff up on it, so I'm going to find the article. But I saw him talking about that Bray didn't want to bring the puppets to life. And that while he was alive, WWE wanted to bring the puppets to life. Bray didn't want to do it. There was a conflict of interest. So Bray said, if we're gonna bring the puppets alive, I want to be the puppets on it, which made perfect sense. Basically, like Mick Foley, the three faces of Foley, and that, but it would have been Bray, and he would have been acting as all the puppet, and he probably could use like a woman for Abby the Witch. So I'm just like, hold on a minute. So you mean to tell me that Bray Wyatt didn't want something done with these characters? He passed away, and then everyone just done it with the characters anyway. Hey, man. I know it's not. I guess it's family, but the man didn't want something done for a reason, and I can see it already because you should have kept this out of the ring as long as possible. They should have kept this away from the ring. We should have saw like the Hardy compound style stuff. We should have saw them at Sister Abigail's cabin, where in the woods. We should have saw him at Bo. Maybe if you saw him at Bo's house, I would have treated this like Charles Manson. Yeah, Charles Manson, you grew up thinking that he murdered everyone, and you find out that he wasn't even murdering people. He just had a cult. And that's what Bray Wyatt wasn't. He was a cult leader. It would make more sense that, you know, the godlike figure, the Messiah-like figure who's passed on, his brother's taken over that cult and he's rebuilding it from the ground up. And he's got these minions, he's got these people who worship everything he says, following the buzzards, his sheep, and he's sending them out to do the work for him because while his brother was alive, things wasn't being respected. So now they're getting vengeance on anybody who is against doing things the right way and turning on family. And then you go to Chad Gable turning on his family, which is Alpha Academy. You go to, which I said in this, who's the next victim? I'm guessing it's going to be Ivy Nile, because she turned on Maxine. Although she was in Diamond Mine before, but she turned on Maxine. So I'm expecting Nikki Cross to go after her as well, maybe on Raw. And then you go from there, man. I think that doesn't make anything awkward. It doesn't have to be too supernatural. You can have it creepy. Like, yeah, the lights can go off, man can disappear like The Undertaker. That's fine. But it doesn't make it too creepy. You get great vignettes, put a bit of time and money into it, And then leading into January, where WWE's Netflix deal, oh my God. Then you got the cameras of Netflix behind you. You got all of those facets, what they do for movies. And then you can start doing that kind of stuff. And then only have, later on down the line, that man of wrestling in the ring. But to just throw them in the ring like that quick. And they didn't even beat the Creed brothers up. The match. How long was the match? Like 15 minutes. It was like 15 minutes. Like, I thought they had powers, bro. I thought these were invincible. They murdered everyone backstage, but then the week after, they just have a match, 50-50 match with Chad Gable and the Brutus brothers and that. The Brutus Barber Beefcakes and that. I don't know, bro. I'm just here to say how it is, bro. I'm not trying to have no favors. I've been through it already. I've had the emails and that. I'm done. I'm not trying to have no favors in WWE. I'm just telling you how it is, man. It doesn't make any sense, bro. And not to mention, we had all that happen. Guess what happened after that? It was SummerSlam. Can anyone tell me what the Wyatt'S did at SummerSlam? Go on. I'll wait. I'll wait a second or two. Exactly. There wasn't at SummerSlam. They wasn't at SummerSlam. Second biggest pay-per-view of the year. There wasn't there, bro. No, not to mention that they already didn't have any. They didn't have any tag teams on the show anyway. They didn't have them there. And I know Triple H is going to come off with this bullshit excuse every time we do a press conference. Oh, there's not enough time, blah, blah, blah. I hear it, Triple H. But you got 74 flipping adverts on. Listen, great chokeslam, by the way. But did anyone need to see Jelly Roll, bro, in the ring? What? You're telling me that segment, R-Truth, The Miz, Jelly Roll, and then A-Town Down Under, which took about 7 minutes. They could have given that segment to the Wyatt's. Didn't have to do a wrestling match. Could have put a vignette up or something like that. We didn't need 15 Euro shop. Although go to WWE Euro shop, use the code at the bottom, the QR code and that, brother. You know what I mean? We didn't need 17 Euro shop adverts. We didn't need no flipping Mountain Dew adverts. We didn't need any of that. It's a waste of time, bro. It's a waste of time. And I saw that the run time for the whole show, if you take away the adverts, is about an hour and a half, bro. Everything else is ads, bro. So I'm fed up of not having the biggest talking points in wrestling on the biggest shows, bro. Because not only did we not have the Wyatt's, and we can move away from the Wyatt's now, their next victim's going to be Ivanhoe. I'm going to go with that. And Nikki Cross is going to attack her because family. Why? What? People, speak to me now. Real talk, speak to me. What the fuck? What does Jey Uso have to do to get some relevancy on the show when he's the most popular guy on the show? Can anyone explain that to me? The most popular guy on the show can't get on the show. Yeet is over as hell. People are yeeting in basketball matches. They're yeeting in NFL matches. They're yeeting in class at school, even though it's school holidays. They broke into schools to yeet. They're yeeting at restaurants. They're yeeting on the road. They're yeeting at traffic lights, bus stops, taxis, comic book shop, toilets, work. They're yeeting everywhere. They're yeeting everywhere. Everyone's yeeting. Everyone's yeeting. But Jay ain't eating. You hear that? You hear that? Everyone's eating, but Jey Uso ain't eating, bruv. How does that make sense? Jey Uso, yeet, biggest, bruv. I don't need to see Bron Breakker and Sami Zayn again. I don't ever need to see that match again. Why did they give us a 2 out of 3 falls match with Sami Zayn when he just won the title 2 days before? Did anybody in the chat, swear down, did anybody in the chat think that Sami Zayn was going to beat Bron Breakker 2 days after, 2 days after Strong, 1 day after he just won the title? Did anyone think that? But they gave it a 2 out of 3 falls to make Sami Zayn look strong. Look strong! You just got murdered at the pay-per-view. Why? You remember when Triple H would get hurt at the pay-per-view? We have Monday Night Raw, he come out with a bandage around his stomach, right? His abdomen, the transverse abdominis, the sternum. His doubts were torn. But this geezer got speared off the top, bruv. He got speared up, came back fine, bruv. Broski. It's atrocious. It's disgusting. It's diabolical. I can't believe it, bruv. What a waste of time. Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman, Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso and Solo went through all of that work, and Sammy went through all of that work, but mainly Roman and Paul. They went through all of that work to build up the greatest faction. I know everyone's going to disagree, but the greatest faction in modern times, the Bloodline, built it up, gave us 4 years of work, bruv. Gave us 4 years of cinema, blood. 4 years, blood. 3 if you want to be nice. 3 years of cinema, bro. Storylines, blood. Team titles. WWE title. Universal title. Undisputed title. Sami Zayn. Uzi. The Sami Zayn dance and that, bro. They did all of that. For this to happen, and we're in the segment where they broke away, Jimmy ain't nowhere to be seen. Paul Heyman's at Fanatics, but he can't turn up on camera. Sami Zayn's lost the title already to Braun Breaker. Nobody cares about him. Jey Uso is not even yeeting that. Oh my God, bro. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. And don't even bother telling me in the chat. Don't tell me in the chat. Oh, but it's going to lead to Survivor Series with the 2.0 Bloodline versus the original. I don't care, blood. I don't care, bro. I don't care, bro. I don't care. Jey Uso helping Roman and being nice to him defeats the whole object of what we went through. It defeats the whole Sami Zayn, who, by the way, we watched him turn on Roman. We watched him get handcuffed to the flipping rope and get beat the crap out of. Super kicked in his face week in, week out. It defeats the object of what we went through the last 4 years. What a waste of time. Us in Roman say it over and over again. If you don't believe me, Ariel Helwani, BT interview before they changed to TNT, not last year, the year before the first Roman and Cody match, the weekend. Go watch the interview. Listen to what Roman says. He's building everyone up. So when they break away eventually, they can be over on their own. They can go and do these big things on their own. Because when Roman's ready to move on, his family will be at the highest level. He got them to the highest level, bro. The island of relevance, he ain't relevant no more. What is WWE doing? How many... Okay, let me tell you the formula for the Bloodline 2.0 up until 2 weeks ago. They come out of a Jeep at the beginning of the show. And then KO and Randy come out of somewhere. Or Randy, KO, and Cody come out somewhere and they got baseball bats. Or they're angry or something. Then we get some little dark room. I don't know where this dark room is, by the way, with Solo and the Ulapala beads, but they're just sitting in a room. They got a nice little banner at the bottom saying Bloodline. Then we get to the end of the show, and you know that the Bloodline's going to put one of them through the table. Put Jay through the table. Not put Jimmy through the table. Put Paul through the table. Put Randy through the table. Put KO through the table. Tie up Cody having screaming like a bitch. Take me. Take me. Leave Randy. Randy's going to kick his head off soon anyway. All of that, that's what they do. Solo comes out in his big suits and his Bray Wyatt gloves. And then you got the Tongans who, one of them sounds like Dick Dastardly, and the other one with the eye patch, Mick Fury blood, who just can't do anything right. Bruv, he's a tag team champion, bruv. They didn't even have him on the... Bruv, yeah, bruv. This man can't do anything right. I've had enough, bruv. Take back everything I said when he debuted, bruv. Allow it, bro. He can't do anything properly, bro. And I'm supposed to believe that this bloodline is going to be a problem for the old bloodline. The only problem is Jacob Fatu. You might as well put Jacob Fatu versus the bloodline, put him in the War Games match on his own, and there might be a struggle. Beaters, man. Absolute beaters, man. I don't see the connection. Why Ivy, Nikki, and Maxine? Oh, okay. So, yeah, to be fair, I didn't explain it, didn't I? The connection I had was Ivy Nile and Maxine Dupree were best friends, isn't it? Do you remember when who was it? It was Candice LeRae. Remember when she was speaking about Maxine's brother, he died, and I bet you'd be disappointed in you. Ivy Nile was the one. Remember, she was training. She was training her. They were turning up on Raw together. They were in tag team matches together. So that was her best friend. Well, if you saw on Raw, she turned on her, innit? She came out and she's gone back to join what was used to be the Diamond Mine, was American Made now. She turned on her. Why would the connection? There's not a connection with Nikki in terms of their characters. The connection is the same connection what the Wyatts had with Chad Gable. They went after Chad Gable because he turned on his family, which was the American Alpha. Now Ivy Nile has turned on her family, Maxine, and gone after that. And that's what I'm getting at. Basically, anyone who turns heel on their family or their wrestling family, I'm expecting the Wyatts to go after. Because remember when it was Bray, it was all the people who had done something to him. They either spoke about him on commentary, or they've said something about him somewhere, or he wanted something to do. It was all of that kind of stuff. So that's the connection I was talking about. I think they may be about to become Raw Tag Team Champions with Sammy. I thought the reason he got split from his brother was to be a solo person yet since Tag Team Champions. Listen, man. When I tell you that I couldn't give, and I love Jey, so I couldn't give a damn if Sammy and Jay were going to be tag team champions. Listen, with all the stuff I just said, I would much rather just the Usos be tag team champions. The tag team bouts were relevant when they had it, man. I don't understand. I do understand actually, because this is Triple H's fault. For all the praise everyone keeps giving him, which he deserves, people have to call out what he does wrong as well, man. Like he's got no love for the tag team titles. He took the women's tag team titles off Bianca and Jade, who were making it relevant. They were coming out dressed the same. They looked great. The move set was great. They had the finishing move and everything. To flipping Flames and Cold, brother, Ice and Fire. Albert, them two. Because Scotland, and it. That's why, because Scotland. Crazy. They had Jay tease his return to the bloodline last week when he had a red dye back in his hair again. Yeah, but he came out at Fanatics. He came out with the blue Ulafala beads on. So they did that, but now he's got the blue Ulafala beads on. He had blue hair. That was like was that yesterday or 2 days ago? I don't know. I hear you though. Intentionally or unintentionally, who knows? But they ruined the element surprise. Listen, rumors are rife in 2024 because nobody who works anywhere can keep their mouth shut. Clearly not, because that's how all the WWE with wankers get their news and stuff like that. Oh, this guy's coming back, rumors, because one of the cleaners told us that they saw Brock Lesnar. Okay, all of that shit. So because of that, you have to go out your way to do what you can to leave some kind of surprise. Last year's War Game, everyone expected CM Punk, but not just because there was rumors. It was because obviously he just left AEW and it was in Chicago, innit? I was surprised when CM Punk came out. Even though people were talking about, I hope CM Punk's going to be there, they didn't actually know. Like, oh yeah, CM Punk's been spotted in Chicago. Duh, he lives there, so it's not really a big problem. That was amazing. Roman Reigns, I think the Roman Reigns one, everyone just put 2 and 2 together and said SummerSlam in it. But I was still surprised because I think I said before the show, I think it's too early. Crazy with Roman as well, with all the stuff he's got to do with his family and deal with his family at the moment. Not just him, obviously the Usos and Soda and that as well. Don't know why they keep doing it. Tongalos may as well be their Bloodline 2.0 manager once in a profession. Bro, listen, man. It might as well be, bro. And as for Tama Tonga, bro, I acknowledge you, my tribal chief. That guy, bless. You know them way there. I still don't understand why they got rid of the WWE NXT Tag Team Champion. Bro, if everyone remembers what I said at the time, I said, just have the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. But it gets to be defended on all 3 brands, bro. The reason why I said it at the time is because there's not enough women's tag teams. There wasn't enough established women's tag teams. So do that, I think it would have been cold. And WWE, it's about time to do what I've been asking for 10 years, blood. Can we get the Women's International Championship? And I know, why did I say International Championship? Because you don't need 2 Intercontinental titles, that's why. You've already got a US title. I don't want a Canadian title. Can we have WWE Women's International Championship, please? There's way too many women on this roster And none of them are going for the main title because it's just stuck between Rhea and Liv at the moment on one side anyway. And obviously, Nia's got hers now. The women's international title, I swear to you, man, you bring that in, you kill it, man. And also, yeah, what's going on with the brand? Bruv, the brand split is the most pointless thing I've ever seen, bruv. Since we had that brand split, I'm never doing a draft. I'm never doing a draft video again. I'm never doing a draft video again. What a waste of my time, bro. These lot drafted everyone just for people to just turn up when they wanted to. Randy, turn up where you want. Cody, turn up where you want. Jay, turn up where you want. Jimmy, turn up where you want. Nia, turn up where you want. Just turn up. Just turn up and have a match. And also, because I'm on one now, also, what does Kevin? So, Intercontinental title, tag team titles, and all this, you have to have these number one contender matches to get the tag team title shot or the Intercontinental title shot, or US title shot. Guess what you have to do to get a WWE Championships? I'll tell you what you do. You just turn up, and then Cody says, "Do you want a match?" And then man says, "I don't deserve a match. Like, have a match. I don't want a match." Roman's going to have the match. Okay, I'll have the match. We are getting KO versus Cody Rhodes at Bash at Berlin. Nobody cares, blood. No, nobody cares. Face versus face, just like SummerSlam, Damian and Gunther was heel versus heel. Nobody cares about KO versus Cody, bruv. They're homies. So we're just going to have a good match, but nothing, no storyline. And don't tell me that KO's going to be heel again, because he's got more heel turns than Big Show at this point. It stinks, bruv. It's as they're having a stinker, bruv. It stinks, blood. I can't believe it. No story. Bruv, Morris, I brought your comment up because you of all people have stood with me on this side by side, bruv. Tag teams, bruv. The Hardy Boys. Yeah, Edge and Christian. Me and you, we stood by side defending Roman for years, bruv. Before there was a tribal chief, we were out here defending Roman Reigns. When he was getting dog food poured on his head, we were defending Roman Reigns. And what did we say leading up to WrestleMania? In the words of the final boss, fuck your story. Yeah? Fuck your story, bro. Because you're stupid. I got to finish the story. I didn't know that finishing the story meant ruining wrestling. He's not done. Oh my God, bro. Name me something Cody's Demon Team. Name me something Cody Rhodes has done since he's been champion. I haven't froze. I was waiting. Name me something of significance that Cody. I was about to call him Toady Rhodes. Yeah, man, Toady Rhodes, blood. What has he done? What has he done? It's pointless. Faces never make. The only time a face can make a good champion is if you have strong heels that he has to knock out the way. Yeah, like, come on, man. Back before the announcement, everything, Morris, bruv, we've been on his side. When man were booing this guy, bruv, man were booing Roman, you can't wrestle. You can't wrestle. WrestleMania, they were booing him after beat The Undertaker for 14 minutes and 13 seconds, bruv. And he just said, yo, this is my yard now. I've been backing him the whole time out when he had the shield outfit on with the meaty Roman Reigns patch in the middle with the Tron colors at the side. Remember the one time he had the green color at the side? Didn't like it. And then he had the white at the bottom of his trainers. I didn't like that either. But I've been backing Roman since he had contact lenses in, bruv. I've been backing Roman since he was called Lakey, blood. Yeah. Since he had the turtleneck on. Since he came out to Powerbomb Ryback, I've been backing Roman, blood. The Shield. I'm an original Shield member, bruv. Sierra Hotel, Indio, Eka, Lima, Delta, Shield, bruv. I've been there since before Seth Hitman with the steel chair, blood. Since before TLC gets Evolution, bruv. Evolution. All of that. All right, sorry, man. My bad. Yeah, listen. Anna, Cody Rhodes will be over forever now. He's got the theme song. He's got the. I tell you, Cody Rhodes would make a way better heel because I've seen him as heel before. Dashing Cody Rhodes was cold, bruv. When he broke his face and that. Dashing Cody Rhodes was cold, bruv. When he used to have the brown paper bags on people's heads. Cold. Stardust. Cold. The man is dressed like Homelander when he's gonna wrestle. And he's dressed like Lex Luthor when he's cutting a promo. He has Draco Malfoy hair. He has a tour bus. And he has his dog. And he has a fire missus, bruv. There's nothing to like about Cody Rhodes, bruv. There's nothing to like about him, bro. You know how easy it would be to make Cody heel. We didn't need your story, your shit story, bro. You know what you should have. You know how you should have got Cody Rhodes' story. You know how you should have done it because it was a Bloodlines rules match. You should have had him low blow Roman, bro. Just to plant the seeds that this man ain't as good as you think he is, bro. Just to plant the seeds that is a little bit evil, bro. Because the Homelander Chronicles is about to take off. I swear, do not go full John Cena on us, Cody. Do not do this petty business because you got little kids who are crying because one of the little kids got bullied at school, but then they used the inspiration of Cody to get through class. I don't care about that little kid. Fuck them kids, bro. I don't care, bro. It's wrestling. You know how many of my heroes were baby faces and then they turned and I still was rocking with it? You think I was in school crying? This little bitch generation, bro. Like, oh yeah, I can't turn heel because of the kids. Oh, Bianca Belair can't turn heel because I inspire kids and they want ponytails and shit. Fuck the kids, fuck the ponytails, bro. You can be heel. Bianca Belair, oh my God. Looks amazing, great. Just put her in dark colors. She can keep that on. Put a little, like, I don't know. Put some needles in the little whip people in the stomach with it, in the back, weapon, heel, bruv. Then you can go, because no one can tell me, I love B-Fab, by the way, but why is B-Fab still with the Street Profits? But Lashley and MVP have gone, and they're not even the Pride or whatever, the Gay Pride or whatever they were called before. You know what I mean? Although the Almighty Profits was the name, 100%. Yeah, Morris, I'm on my own. My back's against the wall, blah, blah, blah. Come on, man. They can't use the excuse of kids because kayfabe ain't even alive anymore like that. So you can still be a heel on TV and then go and do your Make-A-Wish Foundation. It's not a problem, bro. Everyone who does Make-A-Wish isn't a babyface. The Rock came back as the final boss, went to one person's town, called them meth heads, went to one person's town, called this bitch a whore, and you love The Rock, went to this other person's town and told them they were crap babies, Mama Rhodes, and then he went and made Moana too. So what's the excuse? Cody Rhodes is a heel, bruv. Nobody even likes Brandy Rhodes, bruv. They just like the way she looks. They don't like her. It's all over the place. No one likes her, bruv. Heels, bruv. Listen, I don't understand WWE. If you want to hire me, bro, and you want me to stay behind the scenes, I won't even announce it. Just hire me, because I'll be your ears to the streets, and I'll let you know what needs to be done, because some shit don't make no sense. And we can go through the whole roster one of these days. In fact, that'll be a great video. I'll bring up the roster on the WWE. Bring up the roster on the WWE YouTube channel. I mean, on the website. And we would just go through SmackDown one video. Then we'll go through Raw the next video. And I will tell you everything that needs to be done to some people and then what needs to be done to other people, heel, babyface. Because you can't tell me what's going on with the Final Testament. Not one of you in the chat can tell me what's going on with the Final Testament. All I know about the Final Testament is they got too many people. Akam and Rezar look weak as shit. Karrion Kross used to be a killer. He literally was Killer Kross. And now he loses every match and still has the cheek to talk shit to man after the show. Scarlett just looks great, but she's got really big boots on, so she's not mobile. Paul Ellering is a legend, but he doesn't talk. He just wears glasses and gets paid to breathe. Then you got the New Day. Odyssey Jones, I hear it, but you can't continue to be the same New Day and just insert the next big black dude, bruv. He ain't Big E, so you're gonna have to insert. So you have to change something, bruv. Oh yeah, we're gonna tease that Kofi and because Austin Creed and Xavier Woods is gonna turn on Kofi. Turn on him and do what? Turn on him and do what? If he turns on Kofi and Odyssey Jones, his character will be dead in 2 weeks. He'll turn into Mr. Up, Up, Down, Down, bruv. They'll give him a segment with him and Carlito playing a computer game, bro. So he has to stay with the New Day. He has to. Yeah. Stinks, Pablo. It stinks. Exactly. AOP destroyed by the one guy. Yeah. Odyssey Jones comes down to the ring and sidewalk slams 2 300+ pound animals, bro. And Michael Cole had the cheek to tell us the accolades of Akam and Razar before they got sidewalk slammed. Oh, that's Razar. He in the Netherlands was a world kickboxing champion. Yeah, and he just got flattened by some big black dude that nobody knows, bruv. Then they want to pull. Oh, now you want to pull the plug on Bronson Reed. It's about time, by the way. But now you want us to forget that we saw Bronson Reed lose to Sami Zayn, lose to Pete Dunne, lose to Sheamus, lose to this guy, Gargano, and this guy, Ciampa, and this guy. So now we just know that Bronson Reed can do frog splashes, but he's just Jonah that you released a year ago. Buried them. Terrible stuff. It's a disgrace, bro. It's a disgrace, bro. And then I have to deal with these internet fans, bro. Oh my God, wrestling's never been in such a great place. It's on top of the world right now. No, it's not. No, it's not on top of the world right now. It ain't. It's good. It's good. It's not as bad as it was, that period. Not so long ago. It's not as bad as that. But it ain't great. What's saving WWE is pay-per-views, bro. That's what's saving it. What's saving AEW is fucking every day the forbidden doors open. So if you watch New Japan, you're happy. But if you don't watch New Japan, you're screwed. Because then you just got some random Japanese guy that you have to pretend to know, bro. And all these content creators pretending to know every Japanese guy that comes to the ring. Oh my God, that Shinsuke Gunganji, blood. I've always known he was a great blood. He had a 7-star match against a table, blood. Nobody cares, bro. Nobody cares, bro. Pablo don't care. I don't care. Samantha Irvin don't care. Rhea Ripley don't care. Don't care, bro. In fact. Oh, and I know how, and I'm not, listen, I love Samantha Irvin. I think she's incredible. But the fact remains, every time I watch a show, the top 5 things that happen in any Raw or any SmackDown or any pay-per-view, Samantha Irvin's in the top 5, bro. How? She just announces stuff and looks great, bro. She's in the top 5 things. Pablo, come in here, bro. Pablo, return, bro. Return. I know you're pissed. Pablo, return, bro. I know you're pissed about what's going on, but I'm pissed too. Pablo, get your ass on your Marvel bed and relax your soul, bro. Sit down, bro, and you can have a crave. Sit down, blood. Thank you very much. It stinks, bro. She's in the top 5 things, bro. That's unbelievable. Let me tell. I'm going to show you because I saw this just in it. So tomorrow's Raw. I've seen that, because they announced all the matches before just to piss everyone off, just to let people know that you shouldn't watch it. This is what they do. Raw's shit, bro. So they announce the matches, and then I look at it and go, maybe I shouldn't watch that. But just don't announce the matches, all right? Just tell me that Roman Reigns or Brock Lesnar's going to be there and I'll watch it. Don't tell me that these dead matches are going to happen because I ain't interested, bro. Let me find this shit. Fucking same stupid matches that have been announced all the time. Bad enough, bro. How could Pat McAfee and Samantha Irvin one of the best things on Raw? Shambles. Big up ends. What's everyone saying in the chat? Yeah, you don't know what Triple H was thinking of Akam and Razar, bro. It's crazy. Do you think the whole Bronson Reed Frog Splash stuff is a carbon copy of Nia putting Lana through the table? No, only because Lana getting put through the table was like, it was just one person getting put through the table constantly in it, whereas so far, week 1, Seth Rollins, week 2, R-Truth, tomorrow he's probably going to kill someone as well. The only problem I've got is they needed to build some intrigue before. So obviously he was saying about other people getting chances ahead of him and stuff like that. But that's not actually true. If you go and look back through the time on the roster, every time there's like a number 1 contenders match or fatal 4-way to get Intercontinental title slot or US title slot, he loses. So it's not that you've not been given the chance. You keep losing. The best thing for me, if I was booking him, you go tell him to go and watch some Hall of Pain Mark Henry videos, bro. Because realistically, if he wants to get himself into a title picture, just go and destroy everyone. Destroy everyone to the point where, Adam Pearce puts him in a gauntlet and he has to win the gauntlet, and then let him destroy everyone in the gauntlet, bro. That's the way you have to build him back up, because otherwise you're asking wrestling fans to have a short memory, and let's pretend that we don't remember what's happened to him the last year and a half, bro. Let's pretend that Triple H didn't release him before. Jonah. Undertaker, The Rock are household names. None of that now. WWE, while it's hot, I disagree. It's not the hot. Yeah, exactly. What's happened is maybe there was a comment that got made a while back. I think it was from Triple H. I don't know. I don't want to make stuff up, but I remember there was a comment from a while back. And it was kind of referring to they don't want to make any more John Cena's on it. That kind of thing. Basically, what they told us is they don't want to make superstars anymore. And you can tell because everything's 50-50 matches. Like, it's like, oh, let's give everybody a chance. You know that thing what's crept into society where if, at school, they have to give everyone a participation sticker instead of giving one kid the trophy for winning. And then the other 2 kids for second and third. It's like, that's what they're doing in wrestling. Because the first thing is like, oh, yeah, let's make sure that we get this person on the show. They're shit. If their character's shit, then don't put them on the show. And how about some of the segments that don't have to be 21 minutes long? You can make them 10 minutes. And how about when people like Roman and Cody and these kind of people with their great entrances on Raw and SmackDown, we don't need the full fireworks, bro. Like The Rock, did you smell what The Rock is cooking? Walk to the ring. Stone Cold, walk to the ring. Shawn Michaels, walk to the ring. Triple H, listen, man, he used to save the entrances for the pay-per-views on it. Because it takes up too much time, bro. They don't need to do that, man. Yeah, doing exactly what Braun did, and it didn't work out, did it? Much said Lucha Bros and WWE, keep them away from Rey Mysterio, let them be on their own. It's, bro, the thing is, they ain't got... one of her name is Rey Fenix, bro, and he looks just like Rey Mysterio. I'm sorry to tell you, they're not going to keep him away, because somehow you're going to have to keep him away from Andrade and Santos Escobar and Rey Mysterio, and you won't be able to do it, bro. Stinks, bro. The one thing that still annoys me was when Jay left, then returned 3 weeks later. I only wish TNA crossover would happen. Could have gone there for a bit. That would have been cold. That would have been really good. Speaking of, Tegan Nox needs to be repackaged before she returns to TV. Tegan Nox, the walking LGBT advert. The walking shiniest wizard. Get her out of here, man. I've said it, man. This is a news. I've had enough, bro. Get her out of here, man. I don't want anyone to lose their job. Send her to TNA. Send her to NXT. Not one of us want to see Tegan Nox and Natalya tag team again, bro. I told you guys in April when I went to the main event with my son, WWE main event, well, live show. We're waiting for a tag team match to come on. Natalya comes out, crowd go kind of crazy because, Heart Foundation. Introducing second a tag team partner. First of all, Tegan Nox's music goes off. Nobody knows who it's her music. She comes out. I swear to you, I cannot make this up. I cannot make this up. On the soul of Pablo, bruv. No reaction, bruv. And then she got in the ring and did the one finger thing up and, leant over the rope. Nothing, bruv. Nothing at all, bruv. No reaction. And everyone knows, every wrestler knows, everyone in the wrestling community knows. A wrestler will always tell you, I'd rather be booed or cheered. But no reaction, you're dead. I would love that, Alexander. I don't know if she's still got the skin condition and all that business, but you know what I mean. So we're trying to get you to, hey, bruv, hey, man. Oh, bruv, you just had to do it anymore. You just had to mention it, blood. Every fiber in my body, I didn't want to mention this, bruv. Pure Fusion Collection, bruv. Which is an acronym for LGBT, blood. They should have just called it Free Lesbians. They should have just called it Free Lemons in a Steel Chair, blood. They should have just called it We Montrug, blood. I don't know how they've managed to make a faction out of lesbians. They managed to make a faction out of black people. They managed to make a faction out of fans of anime. They managed to make a faction because A-Town Down and A-Town Under some reason. Broski. My boy Zen did not. My boy Zen does not work and graft for this. For Sonya Deville to be put in a meaty faction with Tony Stark and Baszler without the eyebrows, bruv. He does it, bruv. None of us. And I mean none of us. I speak for the community, blood. I speak for the people. I speak for the demon team. None of us give a damn about the Pure Fusion Collective. Oh, no one cares, bro. Local competitors is True Blood. Tegan Knox just isn't at the level she needs to be, and her injury prone in these. Listen, tell me when I'm wrong and tell me when I'm lying. The biggest thing I've ever seen with Tegan Knox, the biggest story I've seen with Tegan Knox, the greatest segment I've seen with Tegan Knox, the greatest moment I've seen with Tegan Knox was WWE NXT War Games. She was on a team with Dakota Kai. The thing goes off. She goes to leave. Dakota Kai beats the shit out of her. That's the best. It's one of the best heel turns I've ever seen. And that's the best thing she's been a part of. Apart from that, they just put her in Royal Rumbles and put her with Natalya for no reason. Oh, yeah, see, Anna says in the cage get bad. Because that's the best thing what's ever happened to her, bro. No lies have been told, bro. No truth was harmed in the making of this channel, blood. I'm hearing and seeing that she's married to a man and that. I see it, bro. But the cover-up is the cover-up and the truth will set you free, bro. And I'm no disrespect to... Listen, I ain't going to say it, Carl. Yeah, I mean, I might ever... Yeah, I mean, I don't want to... But I'm going to put it this way for the people who live in England. Philip Schofield was married to a woman for 27 years and he's a gay man, blood. So I don't care about no wedding photos, bruv. I saw her at the Hall of Fame, blood. I saw biceps and dresses. Yeah. I mean, Shayna Baszler used to be with a man and now she's a lesbian. Crazy stuff, bro. Crazy stuff. Bruv. Shayna Baszler on NXT Black and Gold was killing everybody, bro. Queen of Spades, although, well, I know, yeah, I think I figured out now. Like, I used to be like, what's she keep talking about the Queen of Spades, but anyone know about in the sex world, bro? Them spade symbols be passed around. I heard. I don't know anything about it, but I heard. You know what I mean? Longevity status just for being in catering, bro. And as for Sheamus, blood, Sheamus, my guy Sheamus, bro. Better Sheamus, blood. I don't need Sheamus and Kaiser and Pete Dunne for another week, blood. I don't need Pete attacking man with a shillelagh, bro. He's not Finley. I don't need Kaiser just coming out of nowhere. It's gonna be Bash at Berlin soon. Can you do something with Kaiser so he can get some kind of praise in front of his people, bro? God damn it, man. Orlando, big up, bro. Pete Dunne or Finn Balor. I mean, what do you mean, wrestling or character? Because you have to hear me out, and I know everyone's gonna say I'm biased because of Pete. But if you're talking about bell to bell in the ring, I think Pete's a better wrestler. I think he's a better wrestler than most people. Talking about character, Finn got that. Although the best Finn we had in years was the Prince Devitt on NXT just before he gave. Who did he give the Pele kick when he was standing next to Johnny Gargano? That Finn Balor was so cold, bro. So yeah, I think Pete's the better wrestler, and I think Pete's the better in-ring wrestler, and I think Finn's the better superstar. That's what I think. Big up, bro. Love for the love. Big up Carlito too, man, because he was out here in it. Jesus Christ, these people post so many stuff I can't even get to what I was getting to. Dabba Kato, you know. They're giving this man interviews and that, bro. Hold tight, man. Remember Dabba Kato, War Underground and that, General Sneeze blood. See, Maxine cut this promo earlier on Twitter. Pretty good, man.
Spent all of your time with. Put a finger down if you had a very best friend that you did everything with, trained with, traveled with, spent all of your time with, even helped her out when she got called up to the main roster because you were already there, took her under your wing, did everything together. But then you also had this really toxic coach, which is kind of beside the point, except for the fact that this best friend literally said, leave him, he's toxic, I can help you. And you said, no, I'm trying to be loyal. Okay, just keep that in mind. All of a sudden, she attacks you from behind in support of said toxic coach and literally tries to choke you out when you're not looking, not paying attention, defenseless. Okay, but then Adam Pearce sent a message saying that you get to face her one-on-one tomorrow night in Fort Lauderdale. And that's really exciting because you plan to make her feel the same gut-wrenching, disturbing, terrifying pain that she inflicted on you last week. Oh, just me?
I hear it still. I like that Maxine's doing extra stuff, man. Obviously, she's still new to the ring and that, bro. So she's doing that. She's out here doing stuff on TikTok and Twitter, dropping promos and that. Hopefully, she can get the status up so the casual fans can see it as well. Because I like the fact that's what wrestlers should be doing. They should be using their platforms for their work and not their personal life. And if you want to use the platform for your personal life, have another Instagram what's private in it, so that way, you know what I mean, you don't mix it up, bro. Balor has the charisma. Pete is a better wrestler, technically. Yeah, Anna said it right. Because how just to get attacked and taken out and not come back for revenge is getting repackaged or not. Yeah, exactly, bro. I think Pete should bring back the UK title. Chelsea Green should bring back the IC title. Matt Cardona won and claim that she was the first. Oh, I love that. That would be a cold gimmick, bro. Are you talking about Roderick Strong, bro? Because I watch AEW, and if you call that fantastic, blood, it's a long day still. It's a long day, blood. What I was trying to get to was the matches for Raw, because they announced them already. But now I can't seem to find the damn thing. But as you know, they're going to give you the same damn matches. They always give you, bro. Okay, so Raw, we got coming up for Monday Night Raw. CM Punk addresses Drew McIntyre. Wonder where we've seen that before. Every fucking week. Randy Orton segment. Ain't this man supposed to be on SmackDown? Isn't Unholy Union versus Damage Control versus Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark for the women's. Who the fuck is the Unholy? Who's the Unholy Union? What's going on with these names, bruv? Yo, chat, who's the Unholy Union? Bruv, am I tripping? I'm tripping on it. Unholy Union. Unholy Union. Oh, we didn't know it was going to church. Preach. Yeah, big up, and I'm jumping off to go and watch that in a minute, so don't worry about it. Big up. They're called the Unholy Union. Alba firing Island Dawn. What? That doesn't even make sense, bruv. Oh my God, I can't do this anymore. WWE's in the mud, bruv. Unholy Union, Pure Fusion Collective, Damage Control, Broski. So we're just gonna ignore it. I'm ignoring it, bro. Anyway, tag team titles are on the line. They should lose on it, but they ain't gonna lose. Oh, here you go. Here's the shocker. I didn't know this match was gonna come along. Sheamus versus Pete Dunne. Sheamus or Pete, and you know I love Sheamus, but I guess he's gonna say I'm gonna put on a banger after banger after banger, bruv. I don't. Sheamus, shut up, bruv. Man ain't trying to hear this banger talk every 2 seconds, bro. You were putting on great matches at great pay-per-views and that. Now you're just having matches on Raw and that, getting beat up and telling me you put a banger on. You lost the match, bro. New Day and Odyssey Jones versus the Final Testament. Jesus Christ, bro. So basically what you're telling me is that last week's Raw is this week's Raw. That's what you just... Randy Orton segment. CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. Sheamus and Pete Dunne. And the New Day and Odyssey Jones versus the Final Testament. So basically what you just told me is last week's Raw is this week's Raw. Broski. And people ask me why I don't do Raw watch-alongs. Do you want me to die, bro? I have to account for when I'm dozing off, bro. I have to account for... Bro. And then to finish off, Ivy Nile versus Maxine Dupree. Listen, I'm going to say this. Whoever's paying to go and see that Raw, I feel bad for you, man. And whoever's paying for that Raw and says they're going to enjoy themselves, safe for that. Because that, to me, bro, put it this way. Every house show I've gone to have had a better card than this. Every house show. Just because man got injured and was on the shelf and left you. Bruv. Pete's been saying that the reason why he's mad at him is because he gave him the name Butch. And if that's the reason, then I'm with Pete, bruv. Beat him up because he gave him the name Butch, bruv. He made you like an idiot, bruv. It's crazy. It's crazy. And just before we leave, before we get out of here, because I'm going to watch the same football match Anna's going to watch. AEW All In Sunday. I will be there. Big up turn on the chat. I'm coming on later on. If anyone's there, bro, AEW All In Wembley Stadium, 25th of August. If you're there and you see me and Brown Chang, because man's chilling, bro. I'm going to have a good time. Will the show be great? I don't know. The last one was pretty damn good. I'll give him that. And seemingly, the news what's been coming out of AEW is that the next AEW All In will not be at Wembley Stadium. It will be in America, which is a bit of a shame because it's starting to become a tradition. You know what I mean? But I guess the real reason is probably because they're not really selling out all them seats at Wembley. And like last time, 80,000, but something. And technically, it's not the biggest of all time, but it is. I don't understand. Probably should just use Craven Cottage. I mean, he owns Fulham Football Club, so you should probably use that. There's enough fans, enough space there to, you know. And before it happened on Thursday, we'll go through the AEW All In card. I know everyone doesn't care about AEW, but some of you guys will just like the matches on the card, so we'll talk about that. Dynamite is in Cardiff on Wednesday, which is hella random. It's the reason why it's in Cardiff is because the other stadiums are getting ready for the football matches in it. So, but definitely random. Because MJF's already in the UK, and that like a lot of them are here already. So anyone who's going to All In, by the way, or if you get tickets, go All In. I'm changing it this time, so I'm gonna get it. There's an AEW bus from Birmingham. We're gonna get that. We're going up there, so I'm probably gonna be in the bus with some sweaty wrestling fans, bro. Listen, man, if you're one of them greasy hair wrestling fans that smell like dog, bro, you can say hello in that, but don't touch me. Don't touch me, bro. You know which one I'm talking about? The one that smell of warm leather, bro, and Stella Artois. Don't touch me, bro. But going up there, get there early. Probably get there about 3:00. Show don't start till like 6. Don't finish till 10. So I'll probably be in Box Park. Me, Chang, Jeff Jarrett. You know, my homies. I got the inside scoop. You get me? So this little message. I'm going to get there. Message Jeff. Say, well, can I get to the end of the stage and that? Get in there. Might have a couple fries, you know what I mean? Cheat day. And I don't do cheat days still, but needs must, innit? Man ain't gonna go in there starving and not eat till 10, bro. So I get something there. Maybe a young salad, innit? Maybe a young salad and a sparkling water, blood, with a bit of Imto in there, blood. You get me? So that should be doing that. Nah, bro, I know it's a Craven Cottage. It makes sense. He owns Fulham Football Club. It's free. He doesn't have to pay for it. Pure profit. Come on, man. Business minds. But you know what? We will go over this more on Thursday, but it is in the title, so we'll speak about it. Bryan Danielson, Bryan Danielson. You get it. American Dragon. He's in the main event of AEW All In on Sunday. He's taking on Swerve. Swerve when I drive. Swerve when I Swerve. He's been speaking to the press. He's talking about that he's comfortable and he's happy. If he loses the match, he's comfortable with retiring. He's made peace with it already. I think this is interesting because Swerve hasn't had the title that long. So it kind of throws you off either way if you're looking at Daniel Bryan to pick up the victory and win the title, because he's still not won that AEW title yet. And the story going into it is that he's promised his family that he'll always win the AEW title before he retires, and that he promised his daughter by the time she's, I think, 7, that he'll retire, and her birthday is soon. And obviously his AEW contract is up on Sunday as well. So going into that with that, Swerve not having a long title run but being a great champion, Daniel Bryan not winning the AEW title at all while he's been there and breaking his promises, and the fact that Daniel Bryan has put his career on the line in this match makes for a perfect story. I mean, I'm going to win both ways because I get to see a great match. If Daniel Bryan loses, I get to be at Daniel Bryan's last match. If he wins, I get to see him win the AEW title and go on to have some more great matches. I'm hoping for Edge to be there as well, man, because obviously he broke his leg, didn't he? So he ain't going to wrestle, but I really would like to, can I just get that entrance music once live? You know them way there. Makes for a perfect dynamic, this match, and we're going to get into it more on Thursday, 100%. But Daniel Bryan retiring feels crazy, innit? Because he's been around for a minute, put his body through a lot, was meant to retire when he broke his neck. I don't know what's going to come up, man, but I'm definitely interested to know. But as I said, anyone coming to AEW All In, jokes aside and that, if you're in the vicinity, come say Wagwan and that. But please don't do what I saw man do last time. Don't do the awkward stare, blood. The awkward stare with your phone out and then go, are you savage? Bruv, what you mean I'm a savage, bro? Bruv, I'm the only savage, bro. Don't do the awkward thing. I'm a nice guy. I look grumpy all the time, and my face is permanently grumpy and that. But I'm a good guy, bro. Just come chill, crank and that. You know what I mean? Don't ask for no damn photos, because that's weird. You know what I mean? But we can chill, man. We chill. Hey, ends allow it, bruv. Because what if man are sweaty and that, bruv? I ain't touching, man. You know what I'm saying, blood? Don't do that, blood. Don't do that, blood. But yeah, man, I'm gonna have my head out because kick off. And as I said, we spoke about everything at the beginning of the show, innit? So now all you lot know, and if you don't know, hear it. Aye, big up Nev every single time. We're about to jump out, man, but make sure you come back on Thursday. I'm sure more people will come along when they see that I'm being more consistent. I'm never going to moan at man for not turning up when I'm not consistent myself. That'll be silly of me. That'll be idiotic. And you know what I mean? But we're about to do some stuff, man. We're about, you know what I mean? And that thing I told you about before that I can't talk about, but I want to talk about, so I try and go around it, is a real thing, bro. Like, that thing hasn't gone away. Like, when you see it, I think for the true Demon team, everyone, for the people who are casuals of the channel, we might not care in it. You might be like, oh, I don't know what he's getting excited for. Put it this way, for everyone who knows about me on this channel, and everyone knows about my journey with wrestling and why I like wrestling and who my favorite wrestlers are and all this business, when you see what I'm talking about, because obviously I might have to sign an NDA, bruv. Never, bruv, crazy. But I had to sign an NDA. But when you see it, bruv, and not only when you see it, you'll see it. When you see it, you'll see it, bruv. You know what I mean? So when that happens, I'll tell you lot, we'll drop it. You know what I mean? And go through that, bruv. But that's exciting for me. I'm not I don't even go through every day thinking of it, but now I've just thought of it again. It's kind of dope, innit? You just have a few milestones in your life, and that's one of them. Once that's done, it's safe, innit? But just know that certain people know what's going on the channel, bro. And that's all I needed, bro. One time, just one person. But big up to all of you guys in the chat. Love for everyone who came along. Big up to the members, big up to the mods, big up to the Demon team. You've all been fantastic, man. I'll be back very soon. Tuesday, Raw reaction videos will be on TikTok tomorrow, probably about 12 o'clock, depending on the time, but I'll try to get it done earlier. If Raw's shit, then don't expect to see them TikTok videos in it. But stay tuned for the impromptu videos throughout the week if there are any stories drop or if there's a fantasy booking I need to do or anything like that. And we will do what I just said that no one else has already done, where we will go through the roster. We'll probably pick 5 people at a time and we'll break down the whole roster, what them people should do, and then we'll cut the videos and stuff like that. So I think that'll be dope as well, man. But yeah, man, you guys go and enjoy yourself. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Stay hydrated. Take care of yourself. Get the push-ups in. Get all of that done if you need to. I've been your boy, subscribe, like, subscribe, share. Yes! Ruin.